In this example, we're going to also take a look at how to calculate the average rate of change. And it's similar to the last example that we did, example 2, where we have a function and it's given to us as this equation. But the difference is that in this problem, notice that we already have our output values. So we have our 2 points. When x sub 1 equals -2, y sub 1 is -7. And when x sub 2 is 3, then y sub 2 is 3. Or excuse me, y sub 2 is 3. So here to calculate the average rate of change over the interval from -2 to 3, it's just a matter of putting in those values into the formula. And I'm going to use this formula because this is probably what you're most familiar with. So that's going to give us 3 minus -2 on the bottom of the fraction, the denominator. And the numerator, we have 3 minus -7, which gives us +10 divided by +5. So the average rate of change is 2. Now, if you want to double check to make sure that when x is -2, right, that g of x or y is in fact -7, you can just substitute it into the equation and you'll see that we get, so what's that, -4 minus 3? Okay, we get -7. And again, you can double check if you want to. Substitute 3 into the function. So when x is 3, 2 times 3 minus 3, you'll see that that's how we got those output values here in the points, okay? So when it comes to question B, we want to know if the function is increasing or decreasing, and how can we use the answer to part A to tell us how we know which is which. Because the average rate of change is positive, we know that the function is increasing. Anytime that rate of change is positive, your function's increasing. And if your average rate of change is ever negative, then that means it's decreasing. And we know here it's increasing everywhere because if we look at the formula, we see that the formula is a linear function, and a linear function has a constant rate of change where it changes at the same rate everywhere. Okay, so if we graph this function, you can see on the right-hand side here, you'll also see that the function is a line that's increasing everywhere, and it has a slope of +2.